We shear once a year, and we have alpacas and we have sheep, and then we have Angora goats, and we shear them 2 times a year. And they give us a lot of wool. Louis and Lorraine Moon, we're a part of Yampa Valley Fiberworks, been in business for 4 years, been in the yarn industry with our own personal herd for 14 years. We're processing for people across the United States and ourselves. We're 100% natural. All of the water that we use can go right back to the earth. That's very important to us. It also prevents chemical being left on the wool as a residue, which I believe is also an irritant to many people that say they can't wear wool. So our wool is 100% naturally processed, so it takes us a little longer to sort it and to wash it. So after we sort it and wash it, it goes to our dry racks. After the wash-in, the first step would be the wool is kind of dried in this kind of clustered way, so it comes to the picking machine. So then we pick it and open the fibers. This is also where we would blend anything with it, and we have a few blending materials here. So we have silk and bamboo and merino top to go with alpaca products. So we can blend it here, or the producer has a couple different things. That drum has spikes on it, and it's pulling it out and it's throwing it into that room. So then step 2, it comes to our carders. Everything about this carder has teeth. So it comes in on the belt, it's fed in, builds up on the big drum first, and then these are our workers, and the workers pull it off. There's 4 sets of those. And this is the first place we're starting to organize the fibers back into one direction so that it can be spun. After that, we come over to the pin drafter. Then it goes through the combs. There's a whole bank of them up there, and it comes out the chute, and it becomes one rope again. So then it's the perfect weight for Louis on the spinning frame.
So the 2 rovings come up over the top. Down through here, it drafts between there and there, finishes the draft here. Once it comes off of this roller, down onto these bobbins is where it puts the twist in. Then, in turn, come over here to the plier. So I'll put the same 2 bobbins that spun side by side over there on the plier, comes off onto these bobbins that go down on there. What this is this skeiner. People tell us how many yards they want in each skein of yarn. This measures it off every time around 2 yards. It's got a digital readout on it. We can set it to whatever they want.
So we'll wash it one more time. So as you can tell, this has just come off all the equipment. It's quite stressed and just blah. It blooms back up if we wash it. And then I use a commercial dye, which everybody's pretty disappointed in me. They think I should be out gathering plants and stuff. That takes a lot of time. So I use pro-chemical acid-fast dyes. The acid is vinegar. So once again, we're still really environmentally conscious. I don't like going to the trash with very much. So we go into the trash with about 1 bag of trash a week from the mill, which is incredible. And most of the time that's because of all the classes and potlucks and all that kind of stuff. So the fiber itself will make, if it can't be made into yarn, we'll go ahead and wash it and run it through the equipment. And then I have a felting machine outside there. It's a wet felting machine, and I can make these mats. Fiber falls out from underneath the carder, and so I use that to make my dryer balls. So dryer balls are a pretty popular thing right now, as far as instead of dryer sheets you use these, but I'm using a byproduct. So I'm gathering what's from underneath the carder so it doesn't go to the landfill. But just another thing we do with the byproduct that's fallen out that most mills would probably go to the trash with. So I have those felt pads inside of these dog beds that we're just starting to make. So they'll be completely washable, and so we have the felt pad covered and inside here, so it'd be nice and clean for in the houses and stuff. So like I said, just trying to make some different things. I'm employing a lady to help us sew these. We employ a lady for helping us wash. So we have brought some employment. We work with the motels and stuff, and when we have a client coming in from out of town, we always try to send them to an eatery that's locally owned, or one of the motels. They're working with us on that too. And we have a bathtub sale once a month, and so it's just miscellaneous bits, and everybody loves to dig in here. The photography, the painting, we have pastels, we have oil paintings, they're all local artists. We have Deanna Messing for the paintings, Pat Dunn for painting, the photography, Janelle Husbeth. We have all this jewelry right here from Amy Andrews. So candles that are hand poured. We have the soap that's hand done here in town. So yeah, we just everything in here. We chose to make it a local store because most stores couldn't make a living off of that. Where the mill and the store work together, we do that. We also do classes 2-3 times a week, and a variety of classes. So we bead, we've made tortillas, they're weaving today, we do the knitting, just anything I can come up with. If you can teach a class, I'm going to ask you if you'll teach a class for me. So we've really become kind of a fun little classroom area. We don't have no cell phone service out here, so everybody just has to set their cell phone off to the side. We have lots of good potlucks, I know that. Tested a lot of good salads. Other than that, the storefront has been really popular. It's a good little place to come for gifts. We have a country Christmas in December. We have had, the last few years, we've had a taste of coffee where you come and taste the Steamboat Roasters coffee and get a mug. And so we've had a lot of different events. We're pretty passionate. We're pretty excited about it. We put a lot of hours, but at the end of the day, we're so excited that this come out so awesome.